Hello again. So I decided to do another video recording for the third task of the feedback and rubrics assignment. I did kind of browse through some of them to kind of get an overarching idea of what it should be about so that I have better feedback to give. And it seems like it's mostly about writing goals. So I'm going to read each piece and then I will grade it according to the rubric and give some feedback because it looks like that is what we're supposed to do. Scores, justifications, and then a piece of feedback. So with that being said, the first one is I want to make the world a better place by making it bigger. I see a misspelling here. So that's leading me to go into this conventions part of the rubric that I should probably pay attention to see if this is a continuous problem. Because that's spelled differently. Okay, making AR goals are important because it makes points misspelled. I would have a family and go places with them. I would improve in sports and not sure here, and it looks like improve is misspelled. So I would probably give them below 1, especially given that this is a 5th grade writing. So I would consider those kind of serious errors in spelling. For ideas and content, I think I would also give it below, so a 1, because it never addressed that these are really goals. It didn't give me a main idea because it had a variety of different goals that they probably could have talked about more and gave supporting details for these. But each of these could have been a main idea, but it doesn't seem like they used it cohesively like that. Ineffective paragraph structure. The sequence was uh, kind of logical, but not really because, again, it was just listing 4 goals, but not really how they would implement that. And there wasn't any transition, so probably below 1 for that. And then finally, I already said for the conventions, this would be 1. Finally, for style, um, no sentence variety. Yeah, I think I would have to do this one as well. It's really freely speaking. There's not really any description or strong awareness of the audience. If I had feedback to give to this, I would say I think that these goals are really, really good starts. All of them can help you in some way. If you were to pick one of these that you wanted to do, how would you do it? And give me some details about that. That would be the piece of feedback I get. All right, so now we'll go into the second one. It says, one goal I want to achieve is to improve my grades. One way I could improve my grades is by paying attention more in class or giving 110% every day in school. I could also do some extra credit assignments. Maybe I could do my assignments and do my best every time. Another way I could get good grades is by double checking my work and also turning in my assignments on time. The reason why I want to get better grades is because every year I get A's and B's. So this year I'm going to do my best to get straight A's. If I do get straight A's, I will get to go to Cold Stone and get an ice cream to celebrate. The other reason why I want to get straight A's is because my mom is a high school math teacher. So if I get straight A's, she will be very proud of me. Okay. Let's dive right into the rubric. Ideas and content. Consistently address this topic purpose throughout the paper, which he or she did. Their goal was achieving good grades or improving their grades, and they consistently address that. Strong main idea and elaborate supporting details. So I would give them a 4 for advanced. An organization, paragraph structure, logical sequence, and transition. So let's read number 4. Sophisticated paragraph structure, sophisticated sequence, variety of transitions. I do think that this one would, I would either say this one or this one. I think it's probably more in between here. It is a sophisticated sequence. She goes into what she wants to do, how she would do it, and how she would reward herself. So that was a good sequence. There was a variety of transitions. Um, so I think I'd probably give a 4 for this. Um, Grammar, punctuation. For this, I think I would give her a 4 because it says few, if any, errors. I did notice one in there when I was reading. In this sentence, it looks like she combined two sentences. Maybe I could do my assignments and do my best every time. I would recommend a period here and then capitalizing this to be another new sentence, but few errors. So I would give her a 4 or him. And then finally for style, sophisticated sentence variety, descriptive, varied, and superior word choice, strong awareness of audience. I would think that this would be 4 because it's hard to say what the audience is. It's kind of an audience to herself or who is curious or interested into knowing who is interested in what goals she has and how she would achieve them. I'm assuming a teacher. So I would say advanced for this as well. So I would give her or him all 4s. Feedback I could give for this student is really well done on hitting advanced on all aspects of the rubric. I really liked how you stuck to your one goal and gave details about how you would do it and what would happen as a result of doing it. Um, Thank you for using good paragraph structure and putting a lot of voice into your essay. That would be my feedback for that. All right, finally, the last one. Okay. One goal I want to achieve is to meet my AR goal. I do not read every night, which makes me not reach my goal. I am going to start reading every night. And if I don't, I might read on the weekends or even summer vacation. I also need to start reading a lot more harder. Okay, that's a little grammatical error, but we'll skip through it. I really need to stop staring into space while I am supposed to be reading, or stare at something else when I'm supposed to. When I read a new book, I should stop waiting till next week to go to the library when I could have got one after school, and to stop reading small books that are only 1 point or 2 points or something like that. Right now, I have a very low percentage of my goal, but I am also reading a 9 point book, which will bring my percent up a lot. That is what I think I need to do to reach my AR goal. Okay, so I would say that this is kind of in the middle of the first two that I read. So let's go into the rubric. I would say that they do have a topic and purpose, which was wanting to meet their AR goal. So the main idea was there. They did have some supporting details, but I think they could have elaborated a little bit more. So I think that I would give them a 3 for ideas and content. Organization, they only really put one paragraph, and it was kind of all over the place. I noticed a lot of times they were repeating themselves. So I think for this one, I would do approaching inconsistent paragraph structure, inconsistent sequence, and limited transitions because I really didn't see those transitions in there either. So I would put them at a 2 or approaching. Convention. So this is grammar, punctuation, capitalization, spelling, and sentence structure. I noticed a few grammatical errors. I didn't see any spelling errors, but I could have missed it. And again, sentence structure was just kind of hard to follow sometimes because they repeated themselves. A lot of times I saw and at the beginning of sentences, which I know we kind of tried to stray away from in 5th grade. So I think I would do a 2 approaching several errors in grammar, punctuation, capitalization, spelling, and sentence structure. Finally, for style, I would say probably a 2 again. There was sentence variety. There was some descriptive words, but I didn't really see a lot of it or a lot of variation. And the weak sense of audience, it was hard to kind of follow who they were saying this to. So I would give them a 2 for this. So all 2s and 1 3. To give them feedback, I would tell them that I really enjoyed reading your goal. I think that you had some strong points, and we could just grow on making sure that we're saying our points clearly. Um, make sure that we're using sentences that flow and aren't choppy. But overall, I think that you did an excellent job, and I look forward to seeing if you can meet your goal. So that is it for this one.